Picture this. You're on a date, and everything seems to be going smoothly. But then she asks, "What's something you're passionate about?" Your mind freezes. Do you share your love for collecting vintage comic books, or play it safe and say something generic like, "I love traveling"? Here's the secret. The real way to win hearts isn't by impressing someone with surface-level charm. It's by being vulnerable, open, and, most importantly, real. Today, we're diving into why vulnerability is your hidden superpower and how being honest is the key to building genuine connections that last. Why vulnerability is so powerful. Let's break the myth. Vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's a strength. When you open up and share your thoughts, fears, or dreams, you create a safe space for real connection. Vulnerability signals trust, and trust is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. Here's what happens when you're open and honest. It builds trust instantly. Being genuine shows that you're not hiding anything, which encourages the other person to let their guard down too. It sparks deeper conversations. Surface-level small talk fades fast. Vulnerability leads to meaningful conversations that stick with you both. It shows confidence. Being vulnerable requires courage. It proves you're secure enough in yourself to embrace who you are. Step 1. Ditch the mask and get real. Trying to be someone you're not is exhausting, and it never works long term. Instead, lean into your true self. Stop trying to be perfect. Nobody connects with perfection, they connect with authenticity. Sharing a mistake or an embarrassing moment makes you more relatable. Be honest about your feelings. If something excites you, say it. If something makes you nervous, admit it. Example: I'm a little nervous because this date feels important to me. Honesty like that shows you care and creates intimacy. Drop the cool guy act. Trying to seem aloof or uninterested sends the wrong message. Genuine interest and enthusiasm are far more attractive than detached indifference. Step 2. Share your story without oversharing. Being open doesn't mean laying your entire life story on the table immediately. It's about gradually peeling back the layers to reveal who you are. Start small. Begin with light vulnerability. Share a personal anecdote or a passion. Example: I've always loved baking because it reminds me of weekends with my grandma. Ask thoughtful questions. Genuine connections are a two-way street. Ask open-ended questions that encourage her to share her story too. Example: what's something you've always wanted to try but haven't yet? Balance openness with mystery. You don't need to reveal everything all at once. Leave room for curiosity and discovery. It keeps the connection exciting. Step 3. Embrace emotional courage. Sharing your feelings is vulnerable territory, but it's also where the deepest connections are made. Admit your fears. Vulnerability doesn't mean you're fearless. It means you're honest about your fears. Example: I sometimes worry about being misunderstood because I overthink things. Celebrate your passions. Passionate people are magnetic. Whether it's your love for painting, hiking, or collecting vinyl records, sharing what lights you up invites her to connect with your energy. Show gratitude. A simple, "I appreciate you sharing that with me," when she opens up can create a bond of mutual respect and understanding. Step 4. Handle rejection gracefully. Let's be honest. Being vulnerable feels risky because there's always a chance of rejection. But here's the silver lining. Rejection isn't the end of the story. It's a stepping stone toward finding someone who values the real you. Don't take it personally. Rejection often says more about the other person than it does about you. Remember, you can't be everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. Learn and move forward. Every experience teaches you something. Use rejection as an opportunity to refine what you're looking for in a connection. Stay true to yourself. Never let rejection push you into being someone you're not. The right person will appreciate you for exactly who you are. Step 5. Vulnerability in action. Here's how to weave vulnerability into everyday conversations without feeling exposed. Share something you're working on. Example: I've been trying to get better at public speaking. It's a bit of a challenge, but I'm making progress. This shows growth and humility. Express what you value. Example: honesty is really important to me because I think it's the foundation of trust. It's subtle but sets the tone for deeper connection. Talk about a recent lesson. Example: I learned that taking a break from social media really helps my mental health. Sharing personal insights makes you relatable and introspective. Step 6. Know when to open up and when to hold back. While vulnerability is powerful, timing matters. Gauge the energy. If the conversation feels lighthearted, save deeper topics for later. Vulnerability should feel natural, not forced. Match her openness. If she's sharing personal stories, it's a good time to reciprocate. Pay attention to her comfort level and mirror it. Know your boundaries. Vulnerability doesn't mean sharing everything. It's okay to keep some things private until trust is established. Why honest connections win hearts. At its core, vulnerability is about showing up as your authentic self. It's about saying, "This is who I am, flaws and all," and trusting that the right person will love you for it. By being open, you not only attract genuine connections, you also create the foundation for a relationship built on trust, respect, and emotional intimacy. So stop hiding behind a mask of perfection. Be bold. Be real. And watch how honest connections win hearts every single time.